You know what I was wondering? It says here Queen Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles unite to pay tribute to King Charles's close friend. This is on Hello magazine. She looks rather pleased with herself here. Self gratified. Is that a word? So you know what I was wondering? It's completely inappropriate. It's completely inappropriate. However, just as a disclaimer, the only reason I'm wondering this aloud is because it's just a wonder. I'm not saying that it's happening, obviously. And of course, I know that she would never do anything like that. Obviously, she's a queen. You know what I mean? However, is there any scenario, in your opinion, whereby this guy, Andrew Parker Bowles, convinces Camilla to meet him for a little rendezvous at wherever it is, a hotel, his house in the countryside, on a little boat rowing in a creek somewhere obscure, etc., 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 etc. Listen, I know it's inappropriate. I know it's inappropriate. I know I shouldn't even ask this question. You know how you know you're being inappropriate, but you just can't stop? You're like, please stop. Don't even go there. Don't even think it. Don't speak. Don't speak, Marion. Right. But I can't help it. I have to ask the question. It's the elephant in the room. I'm Sagittarius. Of course I'm going to ask it. Well, I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp, okay? I'm on the cusp. So it's problematic, okay? It's not funny. It's not funny, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking you a simple question. Is there any scenario in your mind where Camilla, I wonder if this is his girlfriend. Is that his girlfriend? Is there any scenario in your mind? Do you think he's still got it? The virility, whatever it is. He's good on horses. He's a horseman, I think. But he was walking with a cane. Oh my heavenly Father. This happens to everyone eventually. I can't fathom it happening to me. Like I have a hard time imagining being old, and having this happen. I'm like, no, no, no. I reverse age. I age backwards. No, no, no. But I know that, of course, I look at my hair and what's happening with that, and I'm like, holy crap, this happens. This just happens, right? But like, it's very difficult to fathom that you see it happening, and you're like, what is this? Why has mankind not figured out yet old age and how to reverse that? This is nuts. Right? You have people going to Mars and you are still allowing humans to grow old. And, this man who was once so young and virile walking with a freaking cane. This is stupid. It's completely stupid. Right? I'm not a scientist. I am not intelligent, but I can tell you that the answer is very, very simple. Okay? It's very simple. It's in the freaking mind. It's in the freaking mind. And there needs to be a chip. You need to create a chip, Elon Musk. Are you listening to this, darling? You need to create an effing chip, okay? And you put that chip, it's the anti-aging chip, where nobody gets old anymore. This is stupid. I digress. Oh my God. Okay, listen. I'm not in the best of moods today, okay? I didn't wake up on the right side of the bed, okay? But there's the question, the nagging question of whether or not Camilla would cheat on Charles with her ex husband. Because when she was with her ex husband, she cheated with Charles. It doesn't mean that the opposite is true. However, sometimes it is. Look at Ben Affleck. I'm not saying Ben Affleck is cheating on Jennifer Lopez with Jennifer Garner, but there's this back and forth that seems to be going on. I mean, I have no idea. Apparently, Jennifer Garner went to visit Ben in his $100,000 a month rented home in Bel Air, which is very far away from the $60 million house he and Jennifer just bought not even a year ago. So she's visiting him there without the children. Allegedly. Allegedly. What the heck do you think is going on there? Are they having poached eggs together and talking about the old times over the poached eggs as they peel back the shell? I mean, I don't know. But is there any scenario, in your opinion, where Camilla is actually bored, fed up, frustrated, or just, I mean, I don't even know what is the mood with Charles, the cancer, the temper tantrums. Look, I mean, prostate. Listen, I don't know anything about prostates. I've never had a prostate. I don't know what it is. Where is it located? How does it work? What impact does it have on, for example, not to be crude, but the family jewels? Does it affect the family jewels? I don't know, right? But that's it. And this is inappropriate. I understand this is inappropriate, but do you do you think this is inappropriate? I mean, I could get into a lot of trouble with this, but look, she's just a human being, and he's just a human being, and it happens. People get bored, they get frustrated. It's been 17 years of marriage with this guy. This guy who gets bent out of shape because a pen doesn't work. It's a lot. It's a lot. So do you think she ever misses Andrew? And it's like, my God, this was a fever dream when I divorced you and married this man. Do you think she ever says that the way Ben said about, allegedly said about Jennifer Lopez? And do you think they, um, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? The delicate word. Do you think they dance together? Do they dance together horizontally ever since she married Charles? Because when she was married to this guy, she was horizontal with Charles. Which, look, I mean, it happens. It's, I'm not judging her. I'm just saying, do you think that it ever occurs? Because here's the thing: they were alone together. Alone being that they were together among other people, so that's not technically alone. This was just yesterday. They were at this, Camilla and her ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, were seen on Thursday in attendance at the funeral of Captain Ian Fakuha, a close friend of King Charles's. Captain Ian and the monarch had been close, and Ian had served as an equerry to Charles's grandmother, the late Queen Mother, the Queen Mother, okay? And it says here that, so it's a death. And death, I think, puts things in perspective, and I'm not being like blasé about that, because death sucks. It sucks, but I think it also puts things in perspective that you only have this one life, and after that we don't know what happens. I think we come back. I think it takes us a long time sometimes. If we're not lucky, it could take 300 years. If you die and you don't understand what the hell is going on. If you put it in your head before you even die that, I can come back, and it's up to me how long that takes. Before I even die, I know that I want to come back. So therefore, in my mind, I'm fixing it so that as soon as I die, boom, 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 I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I digress. But what I'm saying is that death, I think, has a way of putting things in perspective. All of your mistakes, all of your moves that were not the greatest, all of your regrets, da da da. Da. And so now this guy is dead. They all knew this guy. They were young with this guy. They were in their 30s and 40s when life was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. I can't believe I'm so lucky, right? And so now they're all gray haired. Charles is now cancer ridden and cancer stricken. He's going to be gone anytime soon. I mean, Camilla would be free at that point to go back to Andrew. Think about it. Think about it. So the question is, would she start now? And he seems like he never got angry with her. He loved her. When a man loves a woman, I mean, and I don't know anything about it because I've never been loved ever in my life. I don't think so. But I think when he loves a woman, there's nothing that she can possibly do that can break that love. This is, I mean, maybe it's a fairy tale. Maybe that's why I've never been loved, because I expect all this, all tonna, and it's not even all that. But I think true love is unbreakable, right? And it's unchangeable. And the way he never lost, he just stepped aside and he said, you want to go to someone else. You want the King of England. I can't compete with the King of England. You go, but you know that in my heart, I will love you always, okay, until the day I die. And if ever you want to come back to me, I'm here. You know, he could be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest about it. Charles wanted Camilla a lot because she was unavailable. Yeah. Is that love necessarily? Not necessarily. It's a challenge, what it is. It's a big challenge. She was unavailable. She was forbidden because she was not a virgin. He couldn't marry her, right? And she was unavailable. And then he was forced into this ridiculous marriage with a woman he did not love by his ridiculous parents and grandparents and others, right? And so now he feels trapped with this other woman because this one, you know, there was a lot of lust and whatever. And she's now married to another guy. So he's jealous and he's feeling competitive. He feels outmaneuvered. He's resentful. So he wants to win her. It's a conquest, right? So then she divorces her husband and Diana dies, and there's no longer any barrier, nothing to conquer, no conquest. Is he the same behind closed doors as when he was so hot and feverish, when she was forbidden, when she was unavailable? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think that in the grand scheme of things, you know, when you look back on your life, okay, this one loved me, this one did not love me, this, you know, she does her analysis. Only she knows in her mind, you know, which of those two men really, really loved her. One of them really, really loved her, and that is Andrew Parker Bowles, because I mean, look at what she did. And he just, you know, no skin off his back, duck water in a duck's back, and he's still there, you know, serving her, you know. And Charles won her, but like the other day, and he was in the car, in the back of the car, and she came to sit, and he didn't even move. She had to run around to the other side of the car to accommodate her husband. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is not a man who loves you. That's a man who thinks that you are beneath him, king or not. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. What's your opinion? Do you think she would cheat on Charles with Andrew? It's just a question. I'm not saying she's doing that or not. Of course not. She's a lady, but she's a queen. But what do you think?